Hello, friend. I'm Reverend Ric Beattie. I'm the senior minister here at Unity of Royal Oak in Royal Oak, Michigan. And it is an honor to join with you for this midweek moment. I think I'm going to start calling them midweek moments. Anyway, it's Wednesday, the 16th of August, 2023. I'm going to share the daily word with you and I'm going to talk about it. And I share daily word with permission of Unity, who publishes daily word. The key word is protected. The affirmation, I am safe and secure in the peace and love of God. I am safe and secure in the peace and the love of God. Wherever I am, God is. These words from the prayer for protection comfort me. There is power in speaking these words aloud or holding them in my heart, because I am affirming that I am never outside the presence of God. I'm never outside the presence of God. We call out to God, help us. We're like fish swimming in the ocean looking for the water. Here we are. God is in me as love and wisdom. I am in God, much like a wave in the ocean. We are one and can never be separated. With this truth in mind, I feel safe wherever I go, whatever I do. As I go about my daily living or approach a new opportunity, I am secure in the understanding that I am not alone. I am serene, poised, and alert. I breathe a prayer of thanks, knowing my steps are steady, and I am safe at all times. And the Bible verse for today is from the book of Genesis in the Hebrew Bible, chapter 28, verse 15. Know that I am with you and will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you back to this land, for I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. I am safe and secure in the peace and love of God. There is a whole lot going on in our world. It seems more every day. And part of it is that we are more aware of it, and part of it, I think, is that the news today is all about attracting more readers or more viewers, primarily viewers. And so there's a sensationalization to everything. Yes, we've had a horrendous disaster on Maui as a result of wind blowing, among other things. And we've got unprecedented political stuff going on in the United States. The Ukraine and Russia are still dancing their hard war dance. All over the planet, people are dealing with unprecedented heat and drought. So it would be easy to just throw up your hands and go to the cabin and live like a hermit. But that does not interest me, because I believe that the answer is always in the room. And the answer is in our collected willingness and ability to shift our consciousness. As I go about my daily living or approach a new opportunity, I am secure in understanding I'm not alone. Such a key concept. I can never be alone. Never. None of us can. Nothing can. That's one point I wanted to make. And the other is, even the word alone means all one. It is a contraction of all one. So to be alone is to be all one. All one with all that is. I think of it that way. I am safe and secure in the peace and love of God. That's the truth, my friends. I hope that one, you read daily word. It's powerful. It's a beautiful way to start every day. You can get it I get it in email, and I also get it in an app. We get the book form here. That's 2 months at a time. However you get it, it's important, I think, to counter some of the stuff going on around us with what we know to be true. Something that we can stand on, hang on to. Something that speaks to hope and encourages our faith. And a daily spiritual practice, it's not just one. I have several things I read in the morning. I usually listen to some music. I often take a walk, trying to make that every day. It's not been easy lately, but I'm working at it. Because this idea of having to be perfect at something or just not going to do it, that used to be me. If I couldn't do it perfectly, I was just not going to bother. Well, everything is a spiritual practice, even life. Life itself, this life we live, is a spiritual practice. How can we engage the world around us, life around us, the universe, the one mind? How can we demonstrate that? And I'm grateful for your participation on the journey. My name is Ric Beattie, by the way, that's without a K, R-I-C Beattie. My email is ric@unityofroyaloak.org. I would love to hear from you if you're just connecting with us for the first time or you have questions. I also invite you, if you're so moved, to go to our website at unityofroyaloak.org, where you will find a range of things that we have happening here, some exciting stuff coming up into fall. And it's almost fall. It's going to be soon, at least meteorologically. I don't know about weather-wise, but soon enough. And if you're inclined and feeling a nudge, that little nudge, we appreciate your financial support. And you can do that at our website as well, unityofroyaloak.org. There's a button there, a big black button that says donate. All right. I'm playing 6 Degrees of Meditation in the background from Kim Lange. I'm going to turn it up a little. And we're going to spend a few minutes in the stillness, in the quiet, and then we will have a prayer. So begin by becoming very relaxed, right where you are right now. Seated in a chair, lying on a yoga mat, in your recliner, wherever works for you. There are so many different ways to meditate, but this is just for a few minutes to shift our thinking to the breath and allow yourself, your body to relax. Invite it to do it. Scan your body and see if you've picked up any tension today. As I said earlier, there's a lot going on in our world, so it's easy to respond automatically. This is time to make sure we're in the frontal cortex, we're in the seat of reason, where we can remind ourselves that ultimately all is well. I am an eternal spiritual being. This body will not last forever. But who I am is eternal. And that profound reality for me keeps me from going too far down any rabbit hole. So take a deep breath with me. Breathe in. Let it out. Breathe in again. And out. Breathe in once more. And exhale. Let us know together. Let us know it, feel it. Feel it in your body, that right where we are, God is, and lean into this centering exercise. Just breathe into it, lean into it. And with every breath you take, allow yourself to become a little bit more relaxed. Turning the focus away from the world around us. Noticing that there is an inner life, an inner presence. An inner world, if you will. And with every breath, become a little more relaxed. I think of meditation as a way to turn away from the world around me for a few minutes, from the three-dimensional world that we co-create. In many weird ways, we give the things that we connect with, that we encounter, all the meaning that they have. It's just the next thing. It's not personal. So we give ourselves a break. In this midweek moment, we turn our attention away from the noise. And we may, in the process, catch glimpses of ourselves as what I call the watcher or the observer. So we allow the body to do its thing, to breathe. We notice the breath. We focus the mind on the breath to give it something to do. And occasionally we'll have the opportunity to notice that we are that which is aware that the mind is noticing the breath. There's something more. It's the I am. It's that some teachings call it the higher self of you. That eternal part of us. That is an extension or an expression, if you will, depending on who you read, of that presence and power that we call God. And if anything interrupts you, if a noise, a dog barking, anything at all, treat it as simply a reminder to turn within, to turn away from the effects of the world around us and to turn into that deeper place. If your mind wanders off, and it will probably, just bring it back by refocusing your attention on the breath and then following the next breath inward. And while we remain in this meditative state, I invite you to join me in prayer. Holy Presence, we give thanks for life, for this opportunity to explore ourselves and what we're capable of, our opportunity to heal ourselves and people around us by being our most authentic selves. And we wrap our country and the world in love. Everything, all of it, God, we trust and know that there is something trying to happen to shift things. And we put our attention with being that part of that shift towards love, away from judgment and fear and the ways that we allow ourselves to be victims or to victimize others. To a consciousness of knowing that we are all made in your image and after your likeness. Everything, all of life is expressing your life. And we give thanks for the efforts underway to assist the people in Maui. And if there's something that we can do, we trust that we will be guided and nudged so that we can take that action. And we allow ourselves to be instruments of your peace, helping map changes in the way we live, helping to adapt, to live more in alignment with the environment instead of fighting with it, to treasure life, all of it, the life of this planet that we live on. Our commitment is to consciously evolve ourselves, to grow ourselves up, to process through emotions, to support the dear ones around us, to call on others when we need help. This is a very new way of being for us, particularly in America. And we bless the automotive business negotiations, bargaining that is currently going on, as the United Auto Workers contract with the Big Three is about to expire in mid-September. We know those 150,000 workers whose lives will be affected if there are strikes. We see a new way evolving for all of this to unfold. And for all the things that we yearn for peace, the peace that passes understanding. We know it's possible. We experience it sometimes in a moment. Thank you, God, for always being that force in us to bring about change. And so it is, so be it. Amen. And now, my friends, remember that the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever you are, God is. Whatever time you're connecting with this meditation, evening, morning, noon, doesn't matter. Know that we are one and united. God bless you. Namaste.